Welcome back, everybody. This is Herbie with my Nomadic Dream. Today is my last day at camp. So, with it being the day before moving day, that means that I am going to go dump whatever trash that I have. That way, when I get to my next spot, I don't have to worry about that for a few days. I do have to dump my tanks later this evening. So I'll be taking care of that off camera because it's just dumping tanks in town with a poopity doopity tank. But I am generating a crap ton of power today, which is good. So I was able to put the generator away, all of that stuff, and I took care of some other stuff. You see my tote is gone, Hope's cage, and my extra water has been taken care of. We have gotten a bunch of more neighbors, but it looks pretty nasty there. But according to the wind, it's going this way. And I saw the beautiful sky that we got coming towards us. So that's always good. Yesterday was pretty bad. It rained a lot and it was windy. Like, at some points I thought my camper was gonna flip over, but obviously it wasn't that bad because it's still there. I do have enough water in my blue jugs, so I don't have to worry about gathering anything like that. I've already done all of my shopping. Spent like over $200 at Walmart a couple days ago on food, so I should be good for at least a month, if not more. But I am not looking forward to moving. I hate moving day. I get so comfortable in one spot. It sucks to leave. Can't wait to get back to Quartzsite. Not sure if you can tell, but that's one of the big potholes that's in this road. It is pretty bad, but you can see that some Class A's are able to get back here and all of that good stuff. So it's not too terrible. Now, as for getting rid of my trash, there's a gas station right at the bottom of this mountain, Mavericks. So I'm gonna top up on fuel, even though I'm not even a quarter low, just so that I don't have to worry about it until I get to the campsite tomorrow, because that's about 2 hours away, about 90 miles to 100 miles. So should be a breeze. I got one more car and I'm gonna boogie. Ready, set, go. Do a little burnout. Woo! Another thing that I gotta check is my tire pressure in my truck today once I get back from camp. I want to make sure that they're at 40 psi. The tires that I got, I can put up to 65 pounds in them if I'm hauling a very heavy load, but 40 is kind of like where I like to be. Well, the camp is right there. If you guys want to know where this is, there is a old propulsion test site really close to where I am, but it's up on top of the mesa on this side of Hurricane. I'll probably tell you guys where it is. I don't know what the BLM land is called. I really don't know. But there's a north and south entrance, but it's really close to the Lavercan Overlook. You can Google that. We have officially made it to our destination. I'm just gonna pull in here, and I use the very small grocery bags as my trash, so I just dump it at the gas station for convenience. We made it. So now I just need to open my fuel pump and prepare for the fuel and start doing it. It's 3:39. So while that's going, I'm gonna go ahead and grab one trash. That in there, and then I got another one in here, which is right here. Gonna put that in there. Get in there, boy. I do have that big box, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now because I need a bigger trash can for the PS5 box. But that's everything there. But as you can tell, I got everything nice and flat. So I plan on putting the solar panels just right here and on in the back of my truck or up here on this ledge. We got 4.5 gallons at $15.45. So that's full. And, oh, I always forget to do this. Jeez, I thought I was gonna have to use my other hand. But yeah, we got fuel, we dumped our trash, gonna put this back up there. And now I'm gonna get leaving so I don't look like a weirdo talking to myself on the camera. Supposedly there's a dump station here at this Maverick. It's $10. So I'm gonna drive around it to see if there actually is one, but it does look like there's a dump station here. I can't tell if it's paid or what, but it definitely looked like the people in that antique Class A was having some leakage problems because it looked moist. But it's my turn to turn, so we're gonna go back to camp, man. What do you think, Bob? You know what? I think I should have just left him in Moab with those dinosaur bones. Check out how high I am, though. Ooh, golly. That's big. That's what she said. There are no cars behind me right now, so I'm gonna take the way that you should not take if you're gonna be boondocking in this area. So the entrance that you should not take is here because there's this huge drop off. Boom. And then you got all of these potholes. So it's like a minefield. But that view definitely never gets old. It is a 14-day camping limit, which is, in my opinion, more than enough. So you can share the land with people. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I thought there was somebody new parked in our campsite. But it's just Tim and Angie. Because I've only came this way once. The road is so bad. Got more potholes here. Oh, Jesus. So that's how you do a garbage run, and to make sure that you got enough fuel for the next day. Simple as pie. But let's get this off. Lock the door. Make sure I don't have anything in there that I'm gonna regret locking in there. But yeah, it's my beautiful campsite. I got firewood over there still. I don't know if we're actually gonna be having a fire tonight, but I guess I'm gonna find out later if we are. But it's all the trash that somebody left in there before. But yeah. Yeah, all of these people over there drive Dodges, so I'm definitely in the right spot. But I'm gonna walk down here a little bit and check this out. Yeah, there's like no trespassing signs, but I want to see what it is. And I'm wearing shorts and flip-flops, so I'm definitely keeping up with my trend. But look at that view though. There's camp. Wonder if I should try jumping this with my flip-flops. Oh, I made it. You know when you're not old, when you're able to jump puddles still. But I'm probably gonna feel that later. Does anybody else hate getting old? Like, the only good thing about it is the freedom that you have. Other than that, you gotta worry about bills, mortgage, electricity bill. Wait, I don't have to worry about mortgage or rent, electric bill, or any of that stuff because I found a loophole in life, and it allows me to travel all the time. So I think I did something good with my life and meaningful. Yep. Check out the size of that pothole. It's about the size of Quartzsite compared to all of Arizona. Yep. There's a private property, no trespassing, camping, or dumping. But there's a canyon down here, and I want to say there's some actual bike trails. So we're gonna check it out. I know I'm probably gonna get some slack for it from commenters on YouTube, but just going for a walk. I have no bad intent, so that's gonna be what I say. But like, even there's another sign saying no trespassing going that way. It looks like there's mining tubes, like markers. So it's just, they don't want people camping back here. They're trying to preserve the desert where they can. So we made it to the edge. It looks like there's a cliff there. I'm gonna check that out. But it looks like this old road used to go all the way through. So this looks like it's actually gonna take you over to the other camping area. But check out that big old ravine straight ahead. Now in Herbie fashion, I'm actually gonna walk over there once I get up here to where it looks like there's a footpath, because I don't want to disturb the soil. But check that out. This is freaking gorgeous, dude. Looks like a natural waterway right there. But this is that little footpath that I was talking about. Just gonna walk on this. Yeah, that'd be a good spot for a geocache. Looks like a tomb. But where we want to go is not over the edge, but just before certain death. And we might have some mud here. Oh, check out that fire pit. Man, oh man. Check this out. I would have never have known this was here. unless I walk down here. But check that out. Just instant death in a very beautiful spot. Wow. This is kind of scary though. Let's see if I can get any closer without certain death. Yeah, I wonder if that kind of goes underneath. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is awesome. It did dawn on me that I am still scared of heights, especially wearing flip-flops next to a cliff edge, because little slippery, and there goes Herbie. No more Herbie. And I want to make sure that there's still Herbie tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna walk back to camp now where it's safe, but I gotta go this way. That looks like a lot of mud, and there's the tomb. The tomb of the hurricane god, Jim Bob. Yep, Jim Bob. I really don't want to walk back now. At least I have an amazing view, especially one right beside me. Wow. I am so glad that I got out of the rat race when I did and when I could. Because imagine, I could still be driving a mixer truck, hating my existence, hating not knowing when I was going to be going to work until 5 or 6 p.m. yesterday, and not getting off work until like 8 p.m. and having to be back in at 2 a.m. and just not knowing when I was going to get my personal freedoms, because the job paid very well. But there's always a sacrifice on your schedule changing every single day, and I did it. I am doing it. I am out here living the best life that I ever could have imagined. Man, like, I'd be looking at stupid trees right now if I didn't leave. Mowing grass weekend after weekend and working around the house, like not doing nothing else. So I'm glad I did what I did. That's for sure. But with all of that being said about working and the rat race, tomorrow is my arrival date for my job at the Grand Canyon's North Rim as a shuttle driver for the Rim to Rim hikers. I'm actually looking forward to it. I am a little bit nervous about being stuck in a vehicle with a bunch of strangers making small talk for 4.5 hours and then doing it again on the way back to my side with another group of strangers. But that's why I'm out here, to do something different, to experience something different, and to become a new person. But there's my camp. That's where I was, way down there, downhill. But now I'm back at my camp. There's a view from the neighbors and the mesa. So, like any good video of mine, they all must come to an end, and this is it. So, wherever you are camped, do a little bit of exploring, and you just might see something cool. So, later guys, bye.